Hello everybody, hey, welcome back to Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. I'm Robert. Welcome to my channel once again. It's July 5th, 2024, so on to my third video that I'm making today, but the second one probably won't be released for a week or so. So that was the Bowman Mega Box that really wasn't a whole lot to talk about. Didn't get much. I even got some nice first Bowman Mega cards, but I guess I could just show them to you really quick. Juan Soto, but nothing really to write home about. I mean, Drew Jones, we had some good stuff, and I also opened a couple packs of those Phil Rizzuto 1995 cards. Finally got a few different cards in here than we did the first or the last ones that we showed, and I think this one here was probably where'd it go? The most interesting one that we got was Phil Rizzuto going in the Hall of Fame. So we got that video, so you probably won't see that for a couple weeks, but now you just seen what you needed to see. So anyways, I'm in the midst of doing my oddball run. Prior to that video, I did the Long John Silver's Starline cards and opened the pack for the first time. And then I also showed the Cracker Jack, not Cracker Jack, the Kellogg's 2012 Olympic set here with a couple really pretty cards right there. I forgot to do on the episode that they actually do have backs on those, but I'll do this again when I do the Kellogg's cards because those are coming up here in the future sooner than later. But one of the reasons we haven't got to that yet is because I still got some other oddball sets to get to kind of get videos done and out of the way so I can move on to some of the bigger sets like the Kellogg's, Denny's, and Mother's Cookies. So here's a set. It's pretty cool. The reason I picked it up was because I've always heard about police cards, and I like the corporate sponsor on these cards. So these are from 1986, really thin stock. You know, maybe the same as the Chicago Cubs David Berg set that I showed you guys in the past. So I don't know if these were just given away by police officers to kids in general anywhere, or if they were given away like at the stadium, like around the stadium, going in the stadium, or what. But this people is a 1986 Sportsmedia Presentation of the Houston Astros. And the cool thing about these ones here is the sponsor there is Kool-Aid. So who doesn't love Kool-Aid? So there are Kool-Aid cards out there, but these would be considered, they're oddballs. Obviously, they're sponsored by Kool-Aid and the police department, but they're regional because courtesy of your local police department and Kool-Aid and the Astros. So that's obviously you're not going to get those in LA, you know, for the Astros. But hey, people, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share these videos with other people who might like oddball stuff like this, or Allen and Ginter and these Bowman, just anything and everything. So got 124 subscribers, so I gained one back. I lost one yesterday, but I got to get back today. Sent shout outs during the Long John Silver's commercial video, excuse me. And so that'll be released at 8 this morning. And then this set I'll probably release around maybe 2 or 3 tomorrow afternoon, which I'll probably be sleeping till then. And then I'll get up and then we'll move on to another set of oddball baseball cards on old style classics baseball cards. So let's get on with some old style classic oddball baseball cards. All right, everybody. It's got to give me a break. It's about 5 in the morning. Hope you all had a good 4th of July. We went outside on the patio here and if this is east, Levi Stadium's over here a couple miles. And so here's Levi Stadium where the 49ers play. And right next to that is Great America. And they had a fireworks show right there. So from our balcony up in the upper floors of our building, from our balcony, we can see right over there. We can see all of San Jose, all the way to the mountains. So the fireworks shows over here were pretty small. Like, we couldn't see them because they were like lower in the valley, Silicon Valley. But because Levi Stadium's like right over here, and then like right over there would be the bay, the bottom of the bay if you look at a map. And then like here's Levi Stadium, here's Great America right next door to it, and then we're down over here. So we whoop, see the whole fireworks show, boom, 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 and it was great. All right, folks. So here we go. So some Astros there you go, Astros fans. And they're in really nice shape. I think I picked these up at the it was the San Jose Silicon Valley card show 7 or 8 months ago. Unless it was an antique shop. Or, yeah, it could have been any of them, but I feel like maybe the card show. Alright, so Jim Patzkovitz, infielder. Now keep in mind this is 86, folks. So they're still in the Astrodome, and they were still in the National League. They were actually in the same division as the Cubbies. So there we go. Or were they? I think for a little while they were, when they split to three divisions. But nevertheless, so card number 1. I love that Kool-Aid design there. And one of the other cool oddball Kool-Aid things that I actually have, because who doesn't love Kool-Aid from back in the day? I love watching the Kool-Aid Man on Family Guy whenever he busts through the wall at the courthouse. Is always super funny. Yoo-hoo! And but back in the day, when you had an Atari 2600, if you bought Kool-Aid, just like if you got cards from like Chef Boyardee, if you bought these packs of Kool-Aids and sent in their proof of purchase, they'd sent you a Atari 2600 Kool-Aid Man game, and I think I still have it. And you were like the Kool-Aid Man, and you had to fly around and knock out these little things trying to drink up the pool, because if the pool or the Kool-Aid or whatever was all drank, then the people would get overheated and hot, and then you would die. So you had to fly around and knock these little like aliens that sent a little straw down into the pool and started sucking up the water or whatever. And so you had to fly around and knock those guys out before they all drank up the pool. Yeah, it was a fun game. I still have it, I believe, somewhere. I kept that, my Journey Escape. So I kept Journey Escape, that because I loved Journey back then. Kool-Aid Man, Pele Soccer, and maybe Pitfall. Alright, so there we go. Pretty flimsy cards, people, but there we go. So right off the bat, look at that, people. Look at the beautiful shape that's in. I mean, the centering might be a little off, maybe 60-40, but that's just a beauty. Look at the card's just beautiful shape. Super thin stock. Well, that's a really good image of Nolan Ryan, so I forgot that he was in this set, but when I saw 86, I was like, oh yeah, we're getting some Nolan Ryan action here, so that ought to make not just Astros fans happy, but baseball fans in general. So you can pause that, read about Nolan Ryan on his Kool-Aid card here. So let me find another place to put these so that they don't get bent up. Alright, their other ace, Mike Scott. Solid pitcher back in the day. Big strikeout pitcher. Tore up the Cubs a lot. So number 3, Mike Scott. The Kool-Aid logo there. And his information there. Anyone knows how these were distributed? Because keep in mind, I may be from Chicago, but I grew up in Albuquerque, so we didn't have a pro team. I mean, we had AAA team, but we didn't have a major league team. And I don't remember Cops ever giving out cards, so if anyone knows how these were distributed, please leave a comment. I know I could probably just look it up, but it'd be nice to have an interaction with you folks by leaving some comments. If you're an Astros fan, with those uniforms, let me know, because my buddy George H.W. Bush, he is a huge Houston Astros fan. Hey Rob, this is George Herbert Walker Bush. Prudent thing to do was like the Astros. I like the Astros. Now I know my boy George W. He likes the Rangers, but I'm an Astros fan, Rob. And dagnabbit, they finally won one. Alright. Cards are really thin, but very, very beautiful. They did a good job, whoever printed these. Just some nice glossy quality, but not glossy like a Topps card. Just really shiny. I don't know how else to put it. Bill Duran, infielder. So these are nice cards, and like I said, I like oddball cards, so I don't care what team it is. That's cool with me. I'm not an Astros fan, but I'm a Cubs fan. But I like baseball cards, and I like baseball, so it really doesn't matter to me. The big pull for me was the Kool-Aid logo, and probably that you would get Nolan Ryan as well. Doesn't hurt. Hell and Air manager. Alright, then Denny Walling. Remember Denny. God, sorry, Astros fans. Those uniforms are just bad. I don't know which is worse, these or the Padres uniforms. Don't like either of them, but don't get mad at me, because when I grew up, we had the Albuquerque Dukes, and we had the same color scheme. Obviously, it wasn't done like this. We had like solid yellow with like red fringe, like the border, like the sleeve, like the cuffs and stuff. And the stadium was super ugly, just horrible, ugly seats. I mean, the view from the stadium, old Albuquerque Sports Stadium, was kind of cool, because they had the lava rocks in the background, and you used to be able to drive your car up behind center field. And they used to have to always get on the PA to tell people to shut the lights off from their car, so you could sit there and watch the game like it was a drive-in movie theater. But yeah, this stadium was horrible. It's the same place where Isotopes Park is now, which is one of the best stadiums ever, especially for the minor leagues. But yeah, they had horrible seats, horrible color seats. Some people really liked the color. Some of the uniforms were okay, but yeah, it was just that very 60s, 70s kind of thing. And yeah, not a fan of that uniform. Wasn't a fan of the Dukes uniform either. I understand the color scheme. It's like the state flag colors, but yeah, just very dated. Love the Isotopes uniforms though. So if I'm criticizing you, trust me, some of my favorite teams had some pretty horrible outfits too. Alright, Alan Ashby, catcher. Got the Astrodome there in the background. So, I think, is the Astrodome still there? Or have they finally torn it up? I know George Strait played the Astrodome, but I guess George Strait just played one of the biggest crowds at some other stadium. It was like 200,000 or 300,000 people or something. It was crazy. Gotta love George Strait. Alright. That was Alan Ashby, that last card. Here we go. We got Phil Gardner. So there's a name we know. Phil Gardner. Just really pretty cards though, people. Yeah, it's a cool logo though. I mean, the Astrodome. At least it was better than Expos Stadium. Alright. Charlie Kerfield. So I don't know, was this like a team set given away at the gate when you went in? Or was, maybe for the first however many kids, or the police just walked around handing these out to kids? Did they do it out on the streets? At schools, like an assembly or something like that? Charlie Kerfield. Yeah. Nevertheless, whoever got this set took care of them, because they're in epically beautiful shape. For as thin a stock as they are, not being top loaded, I think they're beautiful. I like them because they have the Kool-Aid logo on it, like Nolan Ryan. Sure, this only cost like $4 or $5 or something like that. Maybe 10, I don't know. But Jose Cruz, the last card of the set, folks. Yeah, I mean, normally I would want to keep one just because of the Kool-Aid logo, and I would basically keep the Nolan Ryan card just because it's Nolan Ryan, and would be willing to part with the other ones. But it'd be tough to break up a set like that. So that's card number 12. So it's a 12 card set. Yeah, it would take some convincing for me to part with that card in particular. It's a beautiful set. Have to be like a super mega Astros fan. Talk me out of this set if they couldn't find it anywhere else. And ultimately it would depend what this is worth, because that one is pretty sweet. So, but I'm not married to them either. So, hey everybody, thanks for watching Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. There's a shorter episode. Houston Astros Kool-Aid Police Card Set from 1986 Sportsmedia Presentations. And the Houston Astros. Houston, Rob? My team is the Houston Astros. Wasn't prudent for them to do what they did, but it got them a championship. But look at that, Rob. Nolan Ryan. One of the greatest pitchers. People love Nolan Ryan. All right. Take care, people. See you later. Bye.